So first,
absolutely.
and I was like,
let's dig it all up.
Oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So sidebar.
Yes. And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is also podcast BravoCon edition. Neither of us were there, so don't be fooled. I know very little about BravoCon. Meredith did all the due diligence, and she's just gonna tell us about it.
There's a lot. I couldn't even get all of it because, I mean, we went, what, 4 years ago? 3?
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
it wasn't like a great experience.
I'm starting to realize I think it is better to be from afar. Like, a lot of people are talking about that. Like, it's just a lot of walking, it's like an exhausting weekend, whether it's fun or not. So, like, I'm thrilled to be sitting on my couch getting all the tea and going, while scrolling on my phone.
Yeah, our experience was fun. I'm glad we did it because now it costs thousands of dollars to fucking go.
Oh my God.
That only now the 1% get to go. Even Bravo fucking hates the poor people. Like, you think Bravo's a liberal network and then it's all a cash cow. But
listen, we live in a capitalist society. What can we expect? But
I know. I just wish they would share a little bit more.
I know. I feel like I would go if it was like free to me, you know?
Same. If they invited me, I would go, but I would make it very clear, like, I didn't pay for this. No. Because a lot of people who I think did pay for it, I'm like, how did you find the time, money, and effort? Because you also had to fly out there, because not that many people that live in Vegas. You had to fly out to Vegas and get a hotel room, which was very expensive. I know, because my parents were actually in Vegas the same weekend for a wedding, and they said it was the most expensive hotel room they had to get, and they had a wedding block.
Wow.
Because it was BravoCon, so no hotel wanted to give up a wedding block.
A normal rate, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's my tea. That's the only tea I have. That, and my dad got escorted out by security because he tried to sneak in and get a picture of a Bravo thing for me. He didn't even know who. He just saw black Escalades and went in, and they removed him.
They're like, my guy, you're not allowed here.
Shout out Dad for trying. And then my mom sent me pictures of signs. That was
incredible. Everything we wanted, you know?
She actually today sent me 2 pictures of just black Escalades. No one coming out or in.
But so the effort is there.
The effort of my parents.
Quality, not so much, but that's okay. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
My mom did. Wait, I wanted to save it, but sorry, I'm taking this over. This has nothing to do with BravoCon. But I said, if you see any Bravo celebrities, please take a picture. And she goes, unfortunately, I'm not sure I would recognize any Bravo celebrities. She left out the V. Bravo celebrities. So
that is true. She would not recognize anybody, but I appreciate the commitment to the term as much as she could get it. Bravo celebrities.
I was like, if you hear or see screaming, take a pic.
That is a good indicator.
So then she just took a picture of a bunch of black Escalades in a line and said,
there it is.
They're probably waiting for the Bravo celebrity. And I was like, probably. Anyway.
Yep.
Okay, what happened this weekend? I don't even know. I didn't pay that much attention.
We're going to break this down like show by show, and then like there's a whole Housewives section. But this is honestly just from like the normal panels, not the Watch What Happens Live. Those like come out all week. We're not watching those. This is recorded in advance of that.
I do love Squash the Beef. It's my favorite segment.
Absolutely. And there were some things online about people squashing the beef because obviously people were there. Nothing like was too intriguing.
No, I just think it's so shady and terrible to like for Andy to be like, you two have a fight. I just think it's great. Okay.
I agree.
What's going on?
So first up, we're going to go with one of our shows, Summer House. Obviously, their show is upcoming here in 2026. Heading into the weekend, there were a lot of rumors that Kyle and Amanda are living separately.
We're on the outs. I sent you that rumor. Yeah.
Yep. And Kyle responded to the rumor saying that Amanda's stuff is all over my apartment. Like, that was him being like, we're living together. And it's like, babe, you can live separately and her shit can still be at your shared apartment.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe they're living separately?
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe Kyle.
Oh, okay.
I think I don't think they're living permanently separately, but I do think they probably are taking days away from each other. I think Amanda might be up in Jersey for extended periods of time. I think Kyle might be out drinking and Amanda's home alone. You know, there could be a lot. But
yeah,
I don't think they're permanently living separately. And I would say it's probably not more than 2 nights in a row. But I think they choose to spend less time with each other for sure.
I agree. I mean, in every video I saw of them this weekend, they like had so much space in between them sitting on a couch. And it wasn't as notably, like, you could excuse it away by being like, there's, 8 people up here. We're like leaving space for everybody. But if you're married, you'd think you'd like be a couple and sit like close together.
What is it? Saving space for Wicked? Is that what it is? They're saving space.
I don't know what I thought you were about to say saving
it might
room
be
for
leaving
Jesus.
Space.
Leaving room for Jesus.
Space.
That's
they're
what
leaving
the
room
Jesus
for
one
Jesus,
is.
and they're saving space.
Yeah.
They're leaving space. Having space.
Holding space. Holding space.
They're holding space.
One of the songs. Isn't it like holding space for like, God, I don't know. I'm not that deep into Wicked.
Holding space is not it.
Well, one thing that leads me to think that they are separated or taking as much time apart is that they were talking about the upcoming season, obviously, and they said Kyle got the most activated and will have the most to answer for at the reunion.
Oh, we're going to hate this season.
Yeah.
You hate when Kyle talks.
We hate men, so that's a strike.
Yeah, but you particularly really hate when Kyle gets activated.
He just drives me nuts. He has a superiority. Yeah. And
he drives you nuts.
What'll be interesting is we have Summer House and then like that city show filmed like right after.
Did we find out who's on that city show? Is it all of them?
It's still
just in the city.
We can't talk about this. Amanda talked about it this weekend, saying like the working title that like has been thrown around to her is called In the City. But when
gonna start. Just saying. Go on.
When asked who was on the cast, she would not say anybody, but we have seen online that Amanda has filmed, Kyle has filmed, Lindsay. I think Carl maybe not. Danielle has filmed a few scenes. I don't think she's on it as a cast member, but maybe like a friend of. Andrea and Lexi. And then
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah on that one.
And then some like newbies, like not normal Summer House people.
I'll put money that Carl is on it because he has a bar in this. Well, a non-alcoholic bar. I don't want to call it a bar. It might give people the wrong impression. A non-alcoholic bar in the city. So I feel like he'll want to be in the city, But
yeah, good point.
The fuck do I know?
Other notes from this upcoming season. Casting, Gabby was not on the season, which that just wasn't really announced. And then they said that one of the newbies cries within the first 2 hours of getting to the house. And they said that it'll probably be within the first 10 minutes of the show.
Great. Start strong.
Yep. And then Wes and Jesse hooked up the most this summer, with Wes maybe hooking up from Sally. Oh, with each other.
For a second, no. I thought you were going to say each other, and I was going to be
just wait.
Okay, sorry. Wes with Sally from Southern Charm.
Potentially Sally from Southern Charm.
Damn, Sally's getting with Craig, too, it looked like. Sorry, this is separate on Southern Charm, but the trailer makes it seem like... The trailer's been out for a while, but it makes it look like she also is hooking up with Craig. Get busy, Sally. Make these white men fight over you, I guess.
A, Sally has said she's single. B, Southern Charm filmed in the spring, Summer House this summer, so plenty of time for
Sally loves a man who's been proven to treat women terribly, it looks like. She loves a Craig and she loves a Wes.
You are so right.
She's got type. Anyway.
Hey,
okay.
The cast also makes fun of West for hooking up with influencers, so that shall be interesting.
Yeah, fucking clout chaser, sure.
And then we get a teaser of the season, and it is a medieval times party. Lindsay is there; she's the queen, and there's a joust between Jesse and West, and Jesse and West
kiss?
Kiss.
Oh, awesome! I love when men kiss each other. Finally, they should all date each other and stop bugging us.
Very good point. Yeah,
I love that.
It's all a Tom Schwartz, Tom Sandoval moment, so they can just go open up a bar and put the picture on the wall.
I'm not opposed. It gives big of my basketball stuff where I'm like, I hope they just kiss.
Honestly,
it's exciting. We get a kiss.
Do it already. Yeah,
I love friends to lovers.
Next up, we have Amanda and Sierra actually do go out more. Yay!
Thank God. They finally listened to us complain enough about it.
Yes. Carl says that Lindsay supported his business. We saw she went to Soft Bar recently.
You know, that killed her. You know, part of her died. She was like, I don't want to be here.
I think she's really over it because the two got a picture this weekend and like they seemed pretty good because they were like there was a whole OG section that they were talking about.
It's the same way I'm gonna die a little bit when I go to Soft Bar. Like it's just Lindsay and I both have better things to do with our lives, but we still somehow got to go to this fucking bar. So
I also think Lindsay was probably a little bit more curious because she was like, what did you do here? She
wants to see it fail. She put a hex on it. And I'm supportive of that.
She called an Etsy witch.
I'm okay with it. I'm not mad.
Wes and Sierra are friends now. And it seems like that they have a good summer, which I like. I don't want there to be like a lot of drama over like the failed couples from 2 years ago. And then Lindsay is said to pop in and stir a lot of mess. And she is the one who said that.
Awesome. Yeah. And then she leaves. That's my Lindsay. I don't know how anyone hates her. That's my girl.
I think that will be really fun is she can just like activate the whole house and then go home to Gemma.
She's just hexing Carl every weekend she's there and then she leaves. I'm down. She became a witch in her spare time and I love her.
Well, she may want to hex this. Carl was really shooting his shot with Vanita and Dorit over the weekend. It seems like Vanita and Carl spent a lot of time.
Not to Dorit, but to like to Carl hitting on Dorit.
Listen to what Carl said about Dorit. He apparently mentioned her a lot and said he would give her all the cigarettes she needs.
Ooh. Oh, imagine Carl's your stepdad.
Oh my God.
I don't. Also, Carl hitting on anyone is like the worst. I kept seeing pictures of him with this one lady, and she had tan lines, so she like opened her shirt.
I saw that too, and I was like, "This is weird." Yeah.
He's so weird, dude. He's him trying to flirt. She did date PK. She married PK. I mean,
that's true.
Carl's kind of an upgrade from PK at least, but Vanita, stop dating these white boys.
Vanita, yes.
Terrible white men.
You can do so much better. Do not even stoop to these people's level.
Vanita needs to date a lovely Hispanic like chef.
Ooh.
That's what I want for her.
I don't know about chef because we kind of learned with Danielle's guy that like they don't have a lot of time.
Sure.
Vanita deserves the time.
I agree, but I think Vanita is also hyper independent and this man will take care of her. And he doesn't have to be a private chef. He could be like a restaurant chef and then just come home, cook her up something sweet.
I feel like he needs to be like an executive chef or like a chef turned owner.
He owns a restaurant? Sure, yeah. But I want someone who's going to not let Vanita step foot in a kitchen because he will cook for her. That's the vibe I want for Vanita.
I want the like Miss Patricia life for Vanita where like she's a butler to make her martinis at any hour of the day.
But her butler is not Michael, it's her husband. And he serves her.
Yes.
That's not Carl. Neither of these people can date Carl because they're going to order, Dorit's going to order her, what is it, the vodka with the 3 lemons, carcass Belvedere soda with 3 lemons, carcass out.
He's really good, carcass out. Yeah.
And then Vanita's not going to be sober with him. She's too cute when she's all drunk and bouncing around. Carl needs someone who's sober. That is what Carl needs. I agree.
Or like has just a glass of champagne at like a wedding.
Someone who doesn't like to drink.
Yeah.
Someone who's over it. Yeah. Sorry, Carl. If I find out him and Dorit hooked up, that's my 13th reason. I'm slitting my wrists.
You may hate this interest more. Jesse asked for an intro to Ashley Darby, and Kyle told him to ask Luke.
That's awesome. How'd that go? There's no way Ashley Darby's dating Jesse. Ashley Darby is. I liked her and Luke. I liked that. I hated it, but I liked it.
That match made more sense than like this like 12-year-old like Jesse.
Actually,
what?
I'm gonna be arrested for this. Not arrested for real, but you're gonna put me in timeout. I'm not opposed to Luke and Vanita. Is he still dating that other woman?
Oh, no, they're not.
I think Luke, he might not cook for her, but he would make fires and stuff for her.
That he could be like a handyman around the house. He would take care of her.
I'm not opposed to Luke and Vanita. That's kind of where I'm going.
I like that. Even if it's just for a fling, I really like that one.
Yeah. I think he's proved he can handle a queen when he started dating Ashley. Yeah, he's good.
Yes,
he's
yes,
good.
yes.
I'm in. Okay.
We're throwing it back to when Summer House first started. Carl, Kyle, and Lindsay were all, I don't know if it was a separate panel, if it was the Summer House panel, but they obviously were the ones there. And they really talked about how the first 3 seasons, they didn't really know what they were in for. I think like production wise and the fame, and that they were able to live pretty normal lives. I think being in New York City, there wasn't a vast difference for them.
Yeah.
And they said the best thing that they did was when those Summer House girls came for the spin-off from one show into the other, is they didn't want to know who they were. They didn't want to know their fame level, anything about their show. Yeah. Carl said that he asked, I think, Stassi, oh, what do you do? And she was like, I work at a restaurant. And he was like, oh, and looked down on her for that, not knowing that they're making all this money elsewhere. They don't just work in a restaurant and aren't just a
that's
server.
awesome. That also makes more sense now that Kyle didn't know Stassi's name.
Yep.
You meet a bunch of people at once. Do you know how many times all the time, if I'm meeting a group of people at a wedding or at a friend's house, they tell me their name in one ear out the other. And then I get drunk and I'm in a hot tub. I'm going to be like, Stassi?
Yeah.
It's close enough. It's not that bad. But yeah, that makes sense why they were offended.
Who was single? Yeah. Kyle really didn't want to know who was single. He was like, I want to suss it out. So that was truly, naturally them meeting each other and figuring each other out, which Kyle's always a great producer type brain to do it
that's
the right
dope
way.
Of them. Yeah, that's great of them to be like, we're not gonna deal with this. But then that's even funnier knowing Stassi was probably so fucking offended that these people didn't know her.
I would be I have a staple show on Bravo.
On the network you're about to be on.
And you're like, who the fuck are you? I'm the owner of this house.
Yeah, but look who's still standing.
Yeah, well, hold up. Summer House has 2 more seasons to go. I will say, well, actually, Stassi got fired after 8.
Stassi got fired, and also, they're doing the natural thing of, removing themselves from the show. Lindsay's taking a backseat because she is a mom. Carl, removed himself for a little bit because he had to get sober. Kyle's a mess. But you know what I mean? They will remove themselves from the natural, it'll be natural for them, and you can keep Summer House going with a fresh new cast. That's not a problem. Stassi got fired and their show's fucking canceled. They couldn't their legacy. Well,
I will give them a little credit because after season 8, they were supposed to spin it off into the Valley, and people getting fired messed it up because the original Valley crew couldn't do it, and it was supposed to start with a completely new Vanderpump Rules.
But the whole cast couldn't make it happen. And now they're revamping the show with a whole new cast because you couldn't naturally put in new people. It didn't work, and they all came back for a flop of a season 11, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Look who's still standing, Stassi.
Well, speaking of a little Vanderpump Rules Summer House crossover, some footage came out of Lindsay in one of the hotels talking with Sandoval and his girlfriend Victoria, and it's you can't hear it all.
Still with Victoria?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. It seems like Tom and Victoria were fighting, and Lindsay interjected into it.
Hell yeah, she did.
Started to mediate it, but Victoria didn't know who Lindsay was, so Victoria was yelling at Lindsay maybe, and I've heard that Lindsay was maybe offended, similar to the Stassi situation.
Nice.
Oh, come on, it's me.
Well, now, okay, back again. It's not the same because Stassi went on to this other show after 4 seasons. Lindsay is the face of Summer House, and you're coming to BravoCon.
Seasons.
Stassi's going to their house. Victoria's in Lindsay's house for real now.
Yep.
And Sandoval could have been like, "This is Lindsay. She's on Summer House." Sandoval didn't. I saw I brought his trader doll.
Oh my God.
That's the funniest. That's the most I've ever loved him on my TV. And it was post Sandoval, and I love
that was iconic.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope Lindsay beat the shit out of her. She didn't.
No,
she's
it was just some strong words, and then it was just in great quality video. A lot of it was on the ground, so you couldn't even see lips to try and read them.
Terrible.
That's all right. All right, moving down south, we're going to start with Southern Hospitality.
Nice.
Emmy was asked if everybody's invited to her wedding. She said no.
I saw Emmy get asked something else.
We will get there. TJ and Bradley are not friends with Will. So I'm guessing those were the two that are not invited.
Damn, his two besties? Damn.
Yep. Done.
You win some, you lose some.
Emmy was also asked if she's getting a prenup in case
by
Will
Jordy
cheats again. By
Shout
Jordy.
out Jordy. It was awesome.
Iconic
he was so good.
question. And
so
Emmy
good.
responds, correction, he didn't cheat on me. And everybody was like, girl,
Jordy
stop.
said into the mic, girl. The way I cackled when I saw that.
Oh my God.
Girl.
But she did say she's getting a prenup, and she should, no matter what, whether he cheated or not. Like, good job.
But
like, I wish Giudice would
my
listen.
God, to A, ask the question in the shadiest way possible, and B, then shade her again when she tries to scoot around it. Oh,
that's what
Jordy's
sucks.
a hero.
I'm like, girl, you're embarrassing yourself constantly for that man.
Being a straight woman, you know, jeez.
What is being a straight woman?
We've all been there. It's
That's
like
true.
The problem is not all of us are gonna marry this man. Yeah.
But a lot of us progress. Like, I don't think a lot of people would do this in today's world.
No one would watch back what was filmed and go, I'm gonna keep it though. I'm gonna keep it the same.
Triple, quadruple down.
That is, we don't have the luxury of always looking back. We just we're embarrassed, and then we have a friend that's like, snap out of it or
that too,
something.
Though. We're embarrassed on a 1-to-1 friend group scale. This was a national level. This man embarrassed you.
Girl. It was so good. It was so good. It's like the only clip I saw, and I watched it 4 times. I was cracking up.
I know. Okay, this is going to
good.
make you sad. Grace Lilly is taking time for herself, and she's not going to be on this season.
Oh, well. I forgot she exists. I really do forget she exists.
She's like Sheena to me, but fun. I think Sheena tries to be funny, and I don't find her funny. Grace Lilly cracks me the fuck up.
Grace Lilly's not around enough, though. She had to be.
I know.
The last season, she was kind of out of it, and
That's true. If I'm not gonna get her like season 1 Grace Lilly, I don't want her.
I need her hula hooping in her mom's kitchen. She's so stupid. This show is so stupid. It's like brain rot. But remember when I even texted you, I was like, it's the best show I've ever seen. The cinematography is great.
I stand 10 toes down that it's so good because it's only 10 episodes.
For sure. It's 10 episodes, so there's rarely any fluff. And they are the messiest pieces of shit. These people are terrible. And we have we have just enough couples and just enough single people. It's a perfect mix of what is happening right now.
And it's a diverse cast. You have both with people of color and gay to straights. It is a good mix.
Yeah. You know what? I stand by.
I still appreciate more gays, but
I still think it's one of the stupidest shows because half the time I'm they're arguing about actually nothing. That being said, whoever produced the show you should win an Emmy. It's so good. The way they poke fun at these characters. I love when a show pokes fun at the people. They do a really good job. It's like Housewives level poking fun. That's extra funny that we don't get all the time in all the seasons.
Yeah.
But you know how it'll be someone will be like, I'm really smart, and Bravo will just cut to them being the dumbest person in the world. That's Southern hospitality, but they do it in the same breath. And the producers just it's so good, dude.
It's like, hold my beer.
No, it's so good.
Something I am looking forward to is Michaels and his mom are in a better spot, and she will be on season 4, so more of him to come here soon.
I love Michaels with an OLS.
I know. Brad was asked, whoever asked the question
Brad's the other guy, right? Will, Brad, and TJ?
Yes.
That's their 3. Okay, Brad's the other guy. Got it.
Brad was asked, and it seemed to allude to a rumor going around that I haven't heard, that some of the Southern Charm cast members are not supportive of Southern hospitality. So they said, name
them. They're old and raggedy. Yes. Cancel it. Cancel that show.
And Brad said Austin was not supportive. But Austin on his panel then said that Brad had texted him and said he only said Austin's name because he could quote unquote handle it. So I was like, is this true? Is Southern Charm not supportive?
I'm going to go on a limb and say no, because Southern Charm's a bunch of, and I did see something else we could talk about with Southern Charm, but they're all pieces of shit. They're old and raggedy. They need to nicely exit. The fact that they've been all on this show since like the beginning of time at this point. Like,
it's
I don't
crazy
know,
because the people
Shep's
who needed
50.
to exit on Vanderpump Rules and Summer House, it's because they like got married and their life is different. Yeah. Whereas these people's lives are not different, and that's why they need to exit.
I'm tired watching Shep keep going to bars because now he's just out of breath because he's 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Like, he always has to sit because his knees hurt. Like, I'm over it at this point.
Well, speaking of Shep, did you see the video of him shading Paige and Craig, where he said that their relationship was a sham? They made millions of dollars off of reality TV, and Paige broke up with Craig on her podcast.
He's a raggedy loser. Yeah, I saw it. Listen, I think they really did like each other. Do I think they profited off that relationship? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they did. As they should have. Did she break up with him on her podcast? It sounds like Craig wasn't really listening to her break up with him. So that sounds like a personal
needed a
problem.
whole podcast to have it sink in.
However, I am pro the beef between Summer House and Southern Charm, and I would love to see them come to a head. I'm pro this beef.
Well, I love it. Paige did see the video and commented on like an Instagram reposting.
Yeah.
Her first comment was, "I can lend him some money if he needs."
Yep. Nice. That's
and
awesome.
She commented to somebody else's comment, like calling her like a queen. Paige commented, "I felt like Taylor Swift. Like, they talk about her so much." She's like, "Can't keep my name out of your mouth."
All they do. These Southern Charm boys have nothing else. The problem is Shep can't talk about anyone else because his dementia is really kicking in, so he can only remember Paige's name.
Such a good point.
He's so old. He's starting to lose his mind a little.
We should get him in a home.
Shep disappoints me because sometimes I root for Shep, but then he like yells about Paige. Actually, this wasn't like that bad compared to him like yelling at a homeless man. That was bad. But like,
oh my God.
I think he's just jealous. I think he's just a jealous loser, which like...
I think it's weird that he feels the need to constantly comment on a relationship he wasn't a part of. And it's like, it's been a year.
I think Craig is to blame for that, though. I think Craig will not... I think... This is a weird take, I know. But I think Craig constantly talks shit about Paige behind her back to his friends. He gives that type of energy where he is
so it's like always a discussion. So this is not like over for Shep. It's constantly in rotation.
I think Paige does something cool and Craig bitches about it, and his friends have to be like, yeah, she's a bitch. Plus there is beef. Paige never really liked Shep or Austin that much.
Yeah.
And Summer House and Southern Charm have beef.
That is so true. Their egos are bruised because Paige never liked them.
And Paige is like, hey, I did a few seasons of this show. What's Summer House on? 9? We have 9 seasons?
We have 9 out. 10 is coming.
Okay, she did 6 seasons of a show, left because she has other things going on, enough money. Shep was 40, his like first season of Southern Charm. He's still on it 80, I guess, what are they at? Season 12, 13? 13 years later, and he still has nothing to show for it. Like, you don't think he's a little jealous? Same with Austin.
Hey,
he showed up.
He did a dating show and wrote a book and has it like a t-shirt line.
Please. Absolute please. He's not on Good Morning America. No one wants to interview him. No one knows who he fucking is. He doesn't even have a bridge named after him. It's the Ravenel Bridge. He doesn't even fucking have that. Oh. Then Austin did the same thing. He shows up and he has a shitty ass beer line that's only sold in South Carolina. So I don't even remember what it's named. Top Trop, whatever. And then Craig is the most successful, which I think also pisses Shep and Austin off, where he at least has a pillow line, but he's also some MAGA loser and he's pathetic and evil and terrible too. So like, these 3 men, they all have to keep doing the show because they have nothing else to show. You think people are going to buy pillows if Craig's not on the show? No, his pillows aren't even that cute. I went into the store and did not buy one because I wanted the Paige DeSorbo collection.
And I was annoyed.
They're not that cute. It's a specific, it's like if you have a beach hut.
No. That is a good point. It's like it's the Lily Pulitzer of pillows.
It's Lily Pulitzer. It's a very specific branding, and it only works if you have a beach themed living room or live in South Carolina. Like, hello, you losers. So yeah, fuck you. And you can clip this and put it in their DMs.
Will do. I'll tag him. Here's the other drama coming out of the weekend.
Great.
Madison LaCroix and Austin were on a duos panel.
Yeah. Great.
And while on it, they were playing a game where different people's faces were on a card and, they had to give clues to guess it. And one was Sai De Silva. And I know you don't watch New Roni, but she's a new Roni housewife. And Madison said she was the meanest girl she's ever met. Sai responded online and was like, you must have me confused. Not all brown people look alike. I've never met her before. Yes. But wait. Then it comes out that there's a photo of them at a panel 2 years ago from BravoCon. And people are like, you have met her. Madison reposts it and says, point proven, tags Sai in it. And then Sai slips into her DMs and says, listen, girl, leave me alone. I don't know you, and I don't remember sitting next to you 2 years ago. Madison responds, well, you remember me now, bitch. And Sai finishes off with, I still couldn't pick you out of a lineup. You're extremely unmemorable. And Madison posts that screenshot to her story.
Ooh, it got worse.
Yeah.
I don't know who I hate them both. I will say, all blonde women look alike to me. So that, I couldn't pick Madison out of a lineup either, to be honest. But
I was like, Sai, she's proving she's a mean girl, though.
Yeah, that's, man, for a second, I was like, Sai got her, but nope. Nope, Sai got. That's awesome.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
No, that's awesome.
So that was a lot.
That's awesome. I'm so stressed.
Last thing with Southern Charm. Did you see Craig's hair at all this weekend?
No. I try to avoid all pictures of Craig.
I'm sending you 2 photos.
Oh, man. Okay. What is he doing? Whoa. Whoa. What is that? One of it. Whoa.
The one with the blue background?
Yeah, what is that? He looks like Elvis in one. He has the piece falling in his face.
One piece falling down pissed me the fuck off, Alicia.
His hair is so large. If you look, okay, I'm about to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm being really mean, and I could be meaner.
Please. Be the meanest. Be the meanest you possibly can.
Okay, the picture of him with the hair falling in his face, you could tell his hairline's running away at the side there. His hairline's going. This other picture, did he walk through? It looks like Justin Timberlake got a hold, 2000s Justin Timberlake got a hold of it.
Air blower, yeah.
But he crunched it or something. There's mousse.
Oh, that. Somebody was like,
why does it look like ramen
in a while?
No, why does it look scrunched? It looks like Justin Timberlake moussed his hair from NSYNC. That's, wow. Because it doesn't look like that in the other photo. I don't know what angle.
Those are 2 separate days. Those are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the undershirt. You're right. Wow, what happened?
There were a lot of comparison photos of BravoCon 2 years ago where he was dating Paige to now, and it's so Paige was responsible for your look the entire time.
People really know when you fumble a baddie. Let me tell you, people know.
There will be signs.
Man. Oh man, this guy, Paige would have had him on a plane to Turkey. We wouldn't be seeing his hairline receding like that. It's just the sides, but that's a rough one. Sorry, but no wonder they got beef with Summer House. Everyone on Summer House has their hair still.
Well, the Summer House cast commented on that, and
on the pictures of Craig.
No, sorry. On the beef between the 2 groups at one of the BravoCon or Watch What Happens Live filmings.
My favorite.
And Summer House said that they won the feud, especially because Craig was not at the number 1 guys and gals in the group, all the Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, that night of Watch What Happens Live. Craig didn't show up, so they were like, "We won. This man is not here."
Yeah, he's too scared.
And apparently, he was hiding all BravoCon from the Summer House group.
Yeah, he's too scared. Also, let me tell you why they lose. Because though Southern Charm has some great baddies, you cannot hold a flame to fucking Sierra and Paige and Lindsay. Lindsay alone could eat up that whole cast. We saw it. Whenever,
she already did.
Whenever Austin showed up, Austin
was
crying in a corner, and Paige
Craig
and Lindsay
got yelled at.
Yeah, you lose her. No, I saw. But But like, you can't hurt their feelings. They're so feral in Southern House or Summer Charm. No, or Summer. I said Southern House and Summer Charm. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Summer House is superior casting.
Absolutely. And then Andy, at his end of his monologue at that Watch What Happens Live, made a killer joke saying that Craig was a single, hot, great podcaster.
Successful podcaster.
And he's like, wait, that's
Paige. Yeah, and Craig did his best ha-ha laugh.
He was like, everybody came up to me afterwards and was like, are you okay? And he was like, that wasn't even bad.
That was an awesome burn,
totally
Andy.
Chill.
He cried that night as Shep defended his honor. We all know.
That's the thing. That maybe that's why Shep went off.
Oh, he felt bad? Yeah. Probably.
He was like, I got to stand up for my guy.
Here's the thing. For a long time, not a long time, but, you know, Andy's very nice to the Southern Charm men, but he's kind of over it now. I feel like he's getting meaner a little bit.
Yeah.
He's holding them more accountable, which I'm happy for. So I feel like Craig's also like, I lost my buddy. Plus, Andy's not going to go against Paige DeSorbo. Please. They live in the same city. The city's not big enough. The city can easily not be big enough for the two of them. Okay. So they gotta have a truce.
And I think Andy would always hold like a candle, like waiting for Paige to return in some capacity, whether it's like a Roni, this in the city.
Of course.
Like getting her back would be a huge get for Bravo.
Of course. She has a huge fan base. Who's ever like my favorite Bravo celebrity is Craig.
If anybody listens to this podcast and it's you, please leave.
That's your favorite Bravo because a lot of people say my favorite Bravo celebrity is Paige DeSorbo. A lot of people say that. Whoever is like my favorite's Craig.
After seeing that hair, especially.
Oh, the ramen noodle.
Whatever three people were left have to be done now.
Oh, terrible. Stop listening.
Okay, moving on to Vanderpump Rules. There isn't much to say, obviously, because only Lisa was out there, but everybody's saying this has potential, and they played like the first 20 minutes of the episode, and Alicia, I saw the clips of it online, and I
don't know if I saw 20 minutes worth of clips, but I definitely saw the beginning.
I was able to find two separate ones. Okay. I'll send them to you. And
right.
Somebody recorded a good chunk of it. Okay, we can wait.
Don't worry.
I agree with what you have said. You've said this with us leading up to like whether or not we're going to record this, that it's going to be really hard because we don't know these people. I could not remember who these people were even after we did a whole bonus episode on our Patreon about it. Like these people could not remember half of them except for Venus.
The hardest part is going to be, we don't know these people and we don't know if their trauma is going to be funny or not. That's the worst
Alicia,
part is I don't know if it's going to be funny.
The trauma and the messiness, top notch. It's just like,
really?
I don't have a connection to these people. Alicia, the episode starts off with them having to use security footage from SUR because a girl, she wasn't working, her family was in town, and they went in to serve for dinner just so she could scream at her ex-boyfriend. The girl is 26 years old. The
Who's
ex-boyfriend
54.
is 54. And she was like screaming at all these people. And then they, like later in the 20 minutes, go for a night out. And it is the most unhinged stuff because of all these connections. Do you remember that one couple where there's like somebody else is in the mix and it like is ruining the couple? That stuff was hilarious to watch.
All right. I mean, it's just like, right now we're going to be like, so then that one couple, what's their nuts? They were dancing and then that other bitch comes out. Like, it's just going to be
We're
us
gonna
being
have to
like,
really try hard to remember who these people. I'm going to have like flashcards in front of me of like what their faces look like.
Luckily, as if I remember, there's only like one blonde, so I can't fuck this up too bad. I hope brunettes don't all start to look the same.
That's what I can't remember. I can remember what their like job level is and like what their role is, but their name I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna be like a Katie and Kristen. For years, I didn't know the difference between them until Katie had an orange hair, and then I was like, But then she dyed it back, and I didn't know because they all had the same bob cut.
Come on, Kristen was so unhinged. It was always easier to know who Kristen was, but it's
not
like,
that first
Katie?
Season was. I still
Katie
remember
wasn't even around.
I remember that first episode being like the twins. I have no idea who's who.
It'll never be as bad as when we did Bush Family Brood and those two.
The twins, the actual twins. They were real life twins,
though.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Oh,
they weren't.
No, the twins.
They're not twins. Not at all twins.
They could fool me.
Man.
That's awesome.
Okay. Moving on to Next Gen. I'm very excited about them to come back. They're filming right now, though, so there isn't too much tea early up on them. But I don't know if you saw that Ariana and Hudson broke up.
They did. I'm crushed about it. I'm really sad.
She said she's the happiest she's ever been. And she said it was an amicable breakup, but there will still be lots to like unfold with that.
So he's then kicked off the show, right?
It looks like he moved back to Atlanta from what I can see.
Okay. I am crushed about this. I am crushed.
Me too.
I really liked them. I am crushed over these 23-year-olds that broke up, which falls in line with everything I stand for. Yeah. I love 23-year-old love, you know?
Ariana was asked if she'd ever date Charlie, and she was like, no fucking shot.
Ooh, who asked that? Ooh, arrest.
Probably one of the people who Craig's like their favorite Bravo love.
Divorce, babe. No. Oh my God. Whoever that was, you deserve jail time. What a stupid question. No, the answer is never.
The cast also said that Georgia is the one who changed the most by fame and attention, and she clapped back saying she was the only one who wasn't famous, so of course she would change the most.
No, that checks out. I like Georgia. Yeah, that checks out, and I'm okay with it. Why is that a bad thing to change from fame and attention? Change up, girl.
If I have more money, I'm going to change a little bit too.
If I had fame, attention, and money, yeah, I'm out.
I think she's still going to be the quirky person that she always is too, and that's what I need.
Do we know if Charlie's coming back? Because he was kind of roped up in that kidnapping thing for a little bit.
He's coming back. He's on it, and he said that he is the center of the drama again, and it's more intense than season 1.
Was it because he was part of that kidnapping thing?
I don't know, but Ariana said that they all have a group text, and they said after this weekend, they're willing to invite Charlie back into it.
No. Don't do it. Follow your gut. No. Is Gia still on it?
Gia's still on it. She moved to Jersey City, and she said that she chose Jersey City because her family and boyfriend are still in New Jersey, but work is in, New York, obviously.
Kick her out. Kick her off of it.
I kind of agree, but she filmed herself taking the path. Is that the line that goes from Jersey? And it was weird. I was like, why are we documenting this? Because she's oh my God.
She has to take transportation, public transportation, like us mortals. Yeah. Like us mortals, yes. The only person I believe is actually taking public transportation is, what's Kim Zolciak's daughter again? Ariana. Mm-hmm. Her, because her mom stole all her money. She can only pay the $3 fare. But
yeah, they asked her about the money stealing, and because Kim said on Watch What Happens Live that Kim said she was going to pay it back, and so people are like, "Has she started paying it back?" And Ariana goes, "Yeah." And people are like, "So no,
Kim Zolciak." I'm so fascinated by that. That's honestly the highlight of my thing.
I'll take Kim on this show just so we can explore the money being stolen.
No, but I'm team kick Gia off. First of all, you're not in NYC. I get Jersey City, but why people give Jersey and Hoboken and Jersey City such a hard time is because living in New York is something different. It is. And I don't even live in Manhattan. That has to be something even crazier. But when you're part of the city, it just hits different. And Gia annoys me, to say it kind of frank.
Jersey City feels like a move once you're settling down a little bit more. You were in
Jersey City's where you go to
in your 20s, live your life.
You and your husband move there and maybe a 2-bedroom so you can have a kid. Yeah, that's Jersey City. Yeah.
And why do you need to be so codependent with your family in New Jersey that you need to have easy access to them?
Also, the path is only 40 minutes. You could just, but I also I'm not familiar that much with Jersey's layout. So I don't know how deep they are in Jersey, but Jersey's not that big. I don't know.
Well, moving on to the Valley, everyone cheered that Jax is gone. No shocker there. Lala and Schwartz were officially, announced as cast members.
Terrible. Bravo never listens to us. We say, don't do this, and they go, haha, fuck you. You.
It's obvious how much we don't want them because both of them said that they were scared they were going to get booed.
It would have been me. You're lucky I wasn't there. I was booing from the confines of my hotel room.
Well, here's something good for us is on the Traders panel, Sandoval was asked if he should join the Valley, and the audience immediately started screaming, no!
No. Stay on Traitors. Have Sandoval do another season of the Traitors.
I actually could stand that. I would be okay with that.
Because he would come in and be like, I know what I'm doing. He would have no clue. That's the bet. Have him do more game shows. Put him on Survivor. Make him do the Amazing
challenge.
Race. Have him do the challenge. I would eat it up. He needs to switch from reality, like life reality shows to only doing game shows. Put him on The Price is Right for all I care. I would love watching it. Hear me out.
Let's bring back Celebrity Big Brother. I've never watched it a day in my life. I might watch it if he's on it.
He would do regular Big Brother, probably. Do him in Celebrity Big Brother UK. He might meet a JoJo and fall in love. We don't know, right? Deal or no deal. Anything. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That would be my comfort show if he was on it. That'd be my comfort episode. It would be so stupid.
They definitely need to switch him from lifestyle shows to game.
I'm saying it right now. Tom Sandoval, if you don't have a manager, you need to call me. We will get you on only game shows. Only game shows from now on.
Because I think it works well. His fans root for him. His non-fans root against him. But either way, I want to watch what goes down.
Yeah, the Traitors was so funny. Imagine him on the challenge. Like, I would be pissing myself.
I need that cockiness.
That would be
in that house, and for people to want to destroy him.
Like, imagine him being like, I know what to do, and then just falling 40 feet into the water. I mean, like, I can't believe. Like, I would eat it up.
Kill to watch him do the, like, trivia challenge.
And just be so confident. And then, like, TJ would laugh at him. Oh, imagine him on The Amazing Race having to, like, run to the ticket counter and, like, figure out how to get a ticket. Like, absolutely. Oh my God, Survivor, he has to figure out how to fish. You know he would try to build a shelter all by himself. Like, someone get this man. You're missing a big opportunity. I would watch any game show he's on. I think it'd be so stupid.
I do, because just think about him on Special Forces when JoJo had to carry him up that fucking mountain.
Good. He was so good on Special Forces. Put him on Love Island for all I care.
No, but like UK, where like Ariana doesn't have to see him.
Send him to Australia or something.
There it is.
Love Island, Australia? Hell yeah. I'm tuning in immediately. Make up a celebrity Love Island. Okay, hear me out. Maya Jama is the host, so Ariana never has to see him.
I think he just needs to go on Perfect Match, I guess.
Put him on Perfect Match. Literally Too Hot to Handle. Imagine him getting so mad that someone kissed and they lost $40. That would be so funny. Oh my God. He needs a better manager, because let me tell you.
This works for me. Well, speaking of more love, Schwartz said his girlfriend was the love of his life. And then by the end of the weekend, walked it back and said he was just being melodramatic.
Oh, I'd hate to be that girlfriend. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Lala reached out to Katie when her dad died. And it sounds like they might have had some text exchange there, but like light. And then she reached out again when she said she was cleaning up her side of the street, and Katie did not respond, which
cleaning up her side of the street.
Like, I think to apologize to, like, she knows she was wrong in like that friendship downfall, but she was like, I will always love Katie. Like, that's my girl. And it's like, you didn't.
See you later. Welcome back, scumbag. Get out.
Well, here's another scumbag. Janet said if you hated her on season 1 and 2, you probably will still dislike her in season 3, and I appreciate that she knows what's going on.
We need a villain. You need a villain, and she's that villain. And I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. I'll hate Janet, but I need her on my screen.
I understand that. Also, Sheena chose not to be on the Valley. People said that she met with producers, and it was her choice.
Oh, good. I'm glad she was asked.
I think she was.
I think Sheena wouldn't have translated as well to the Valley, because what makes Sheena such good TV is like her underdog status, right? Like, that's when people were really rooting for Sheena, was when she was the underdog. And then when she always kind of was always the underdog on Vanderpump Rules, because no one liked her. But she would do funny things that you would be like, that it's enjoyable to watch. Like, she's very She's quotable. She's memeable. She's like everything you'd want.
Because it started out with her being like bullied by the girls. And like that was kind of always the dynamic. But she would have been like top dog. I'm a reality TV star compared to these newbies.
And I think she would try too hard to be funny. The funniest thing about Sheena is when she is just being Sheena. She's just telling you how Rob can hang a TV in 7 seconds. And like she's so serious. She's so genuine about it. And you're just like, what the fuck? You know, like that's the best Sheena. Good point. I feel like on the Valley, she would have like, it wouldn't have translated well. This show has not made me love any of the Vanderpump cast more, honestly.
No.
If anything, it's made me hate them more.
The only thing that made me love somebody more is Kristen and her like infertility journey and her like being able to have a kid. That's the only thing I'm like about it.
Yeah, I think though before I watched her on the Valley, I already had like kind of a soft spot for Kristen because like I treated her kind of badly and I feel bad about it. But like Brittany, it was really hard to watch what she was going through, but I don't necessarily like her better. Yeah. Jack, terrible. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to like Schwartz or Lala any better. You know, like it's one of those things where like you're not going to gain any fans on this show.
That's
like
point.
Enjoy the paycheck, but I'm happy for Sheena because I think she would lose a lot of fans. And Sheena doesn't do good being the villain the way Janet can. No, that's not a Sheena. That's not a Shishi thing.
Nope. Dipping into our last segment of Housewives. First up, we've got Salt Lake City. Andy Cohen said that this is his favorite show on Bravo.
No, this is it. This is Emmy worthy. Like, I don't care that it's not a movie, give it an Oscar. I don't care that it's not a musical, give it a Tony. Like, it deserves everything.
I couldn't say it better myself. Everything.
I don't care that there's no album. There are no singer. I mean, Lisa Barlow, but give it a Grammy. You know what I mean? Like, this show is incredible. I cannot stress enough.
Andy also said the fact that we got the Below Deck crossover was a logistical, it just, everything came together perfectly. They've been trying to do this for years. And the biggest hurdle that they had to overcome is the schedule timing. It had to time perfectly, and getting 2 production crews to basically be running these 2 separate shows at the same time.
Yeah. Can I say though, I'm so happy it was the women of Salt Lake City. Like that, it couldn't have been better.
I agree.
Like I had 0 complaints those 3 episodes. And I always have something to complain about. And I don't even like everyone, but there couldn't have been one missing lady from the, like it was perfect.
I hate right.
Brittany, and she was perfect. Like
but I needed her. Yeah.
If she for some reason like left early, I would have debated crying. Like you have to stay. There was not even one like moment that I was bored. I cannot talk highly enough about this show. And it's so stupid because I talk about it with someone at work almost every single day. And I'm like, I just watched the newest episode. Like it's so good. And she's like,
watch it?
Yeah, she's a big Bravo person. But she was like, what other shows are you watching? And I go, a ton. But like this, we cannot talk about anything else Bravo. Like this is the show. When I tell you Lisa Barlow sitting on the edge of that platform, I want it hung. I want it framed and hung in my apartment. Like it's so good. This show is perfectly produced, perfectly cast, perfectly scored, perfectly everything, perfectly cut, perfectly edited. The Below Deck was so perfect. I can't wait to get the other side.
They're having a good season, the Below Deck stuff aside. And then you just mash this in there and it sends me to the moon with excitement.
When I tell you I have such a tingly warm feeling right now talking about it, like I've never been happier. Like I could get married and I'd be like, but the happiest day was when I got all 3 Below Deck Salt Lake City Housewives episodes. Like that is the happiest I'll ever be. Thanks for proposing, but like this doesn't even compare.
They didn't even put the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City stuff in the Below Deck teaser, which I think was strategic because it's like they already have us. They've got us locked in, ready to watch that premiere. They don't need to tease any of that.
You could make it episode 500 of the season and we would all sit waiting for the Salt Lake City ladies to show up. Plus Below Deck's just a great show in itself. But now I get the version of Daisy standing there debating how to pick up their plates while they're yelling and like they have fake knives being thrown around the table and Daisy's just probably like being yelled at by Ben. He's like, can I plate? And she's like,
Ben is mean. And I think Daisy and like Zhao or however you pronounce it. Joao.
they start hooking up. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ben, she's kind of jealous.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Good for Daisy. I'm glad she's away from fucking Gary. What a loser. But no. I'm so good. And then there's always trouble because that's your three. That's your big three.
Yeah.
And then once Daisy and Ben start arguing, Joao is either going to be in the middle or he's going to take Daisy's side, which is going to cause issues. Or if he takes Ben's side, Daisy's going to break up with him. It's going to be crazy. But like, I just love, because this happens without the Salt Lake City ladies. There's an argument and all the below deck has to listen to it and like figure out how to do fucking service, right? But this argument it's housewife level. It's different.
Yes. Yep.
And I just foresee everyone being like, what do we do? They couldn't even place dessert.
We have an ice cream cake melting. What do we do?
That's like the funniest thing. Like, no one will get how funny I think it is that like Ben made his happy ice cream cake. A bunch of like 50-year-old women in costume, in murder mystery
screaming at each other.
They are screaming at each other, and Joelle cannot place a zombie ice cream cake in front of Heather because she's flailing her arms, yelling about seizures. Like, no one will get how that is the funniest thing I've ever saw. Like, it is so good.
Honestly, out of all the crossovers we've had, I think this will get people into the opposite style the most, because there's Housewives stans and they are just like very rigid on being like, there's people
and the Housewives are daunting. It's daunting to start the Housewives. I get it.
And then you have below deck people who have never gotten to a housewife, and Salt Lake City is the perfect one because there's only 6 seasons thus far. Like, it's not too much. It's not 20 like OC. They're all incredible.
And if you don't want to watch season 1 of Below Deck, you could skip it because
very good point. It always changes.
It's always a new crew.
It's the opposite of Housewives, where you don't need to know all the long-standing lore. You can dive in at any point.
I mean, I recommend watching every single episode. I love watching it while I work because it reminds me that life could be worse. I could be fucking cleaning for a living and then being screamed at by some old woman, right? And then them not leave me a tip. Like, it gets bad. But Below Deck is so good. And to have like 3 vets and a bunch of rookies taking on the Housewives and a hot captain. Oh, this is like oh my God, the happiest I've ever been.
Getting back to Salt Lake City, though, and chaotic relationships, we've got Brittany Bateman said she wasn't with Jared Osman, and then that night was photographed with Jared Osman, like, on a date. And then there's another photo circulating of them kissing after, like, one of the panels she was on. Like, she was on the stage and he was standing there. He was there all weekend.
Good night, baby. You are so loved.
There was no
which I think is
loved.
Which is the funniest thing, because if you actually love someone, you would just, I love you.
I love you.
You are loved. Never. You are loved is crazy.
Brittany loves a breadcrumb.
She does, but then when her daughter straight up says, why can't you love me more? She like misses the whole, she loves a breadcrumb, but someone presents the loaf and she just can't be bothered. She's an idiot. But I love her. She can't leave my screen. I beg of you, Brittany.
I also just know she would stay on forever as a friend of. Like, Bravo can breadcrumb her by never giving her the snowflake.
I hope they do it. I never want her in my intros giving me a houseline tag. I never want it.
I think it's so fitting if she stays as a friend of.
Forever, dude. Oh my God. You know, Andy also doesn't like want her on Watch What Happens Live or any of that shit. Like, I
think she's been, but I don't think he wants like, her that far into
on the payroll. Sphere. That seriously, no.
Yeah. Lisa Barlow, she asked this: which housewife leaks stories? And the entire audience screamed, "You!" And people were like, "Babe, you shouldn't have asked that question out loud."
Oh, baby, gorgeous. Did that hurt? Okay. Ooh, you know she's pissed. She has it out. If you had a ticket to BravoCon and you fucking said that, she's gonna kill you. She's sending John after you.
She is doing big, important things. Like, we should all know that. She's living a different life than all of us.
Like selling fake tequila and eating Taco Bell? What is she up to?
Well, I mean, that is a life to live.
You know, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I've never seen her tequila on shelves.
No, same.
So, or Meredith's caviar, to be quite honest.
Okay, that seems a little bit more exclusive, though. That just isn't at the grocery store.
Okay. How often am I buying caviar? I don't know.
Never.
Never.
All right, over on OC, season 20 is what they're going to be working on, but the reunion of 19 is still airing, so there's not much coming out. But Andy said that there is going to be a shakeup for season 20. Vicki got her orange back at the Watch What Happens Live. How do you feel about that?
I don't need Vicki back. It's also,
I don't either.
I'm going to say something.
Say it.
It's pathetic if you leave a show and then come back. Like it's either pathetic for the showrunners who can't have a show without you, or it's pathetic for you to come back, or both a little bit. And in this situation, I think it's both, because Vicki, you don't want to be the person that's like, I've been here for 19 years. You're pushing Kyle Richards. Like, it's just, go do anything else.
Okay, this is my issue with it. I understand when people leave and potentially come back. Like, there's been a few, and it can work sometimes. I think it's harder to make it work.
Sure.
But Vicki is like a 65-year-old woman who's an insurance broker. I don't want to watch her life.
Yeah, her kids aren't even around anymore.
Like,
and her parenting was the funniest part of the show.
Absolutely. Loved her as a housewife. One of the best. But we gotta stop leaning back on people who used to be a success to anchor these shows off of. You gotta be able to grow and migrate through like different people.
And I think Housewives was originally built on these women are married or want to be married or like will be married soon, and they are gonna have kids or they want to have kids, and like, but they also want to be independent and they want to share their stories. Yeah. Vicki, to my knowledge, does not have a husband or going to have a husband. Her kids are not in the house. We already know what she does for a living. She sells insurance. She couldn't have us forget.
Yeah, what is she bringing?
You know? I don't want to see Vicki dating again. Like,
No. It drives me nuts. I feel like OC is stuck in the mud the most.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to bring back people to like fix it, and I don't think the solution is anything in the past. Like, look to the future. Let's cut some of the cast. Let's bring in some fresh blood that have kids. Like, it's time, honestly, reboot the whole thing, in my opinion.
Doing a RHOC basically, but do a RHOC where you like recast everyone, but just make them more likable, because I don't think RHOC was particularly.
I think people would not accept a new RHOC, and I think people need to be open to change. I think that's what did some of it in. I don't think the cast was amazing, but I think we also need to give it time to breathe and grow, because if you think about the first season of OC, like, it's not like if you compare it
wasn't
to
anything groundbreaking.
Yeah. But like last season of RHOC reboot was honestly really good. It was just really dark.
Yeah, I think reboot it, because how are you not gonna have Luann and Dorinda on my screen, but you're gonna bring Vicki back? Like, come on.
Hear me out. You know what? And like, you can find other places for Vicki. Put Vicki on a like the Sonia and Luann like crappy lake thing with like Shannon. Although I think they're beefing.
Oh, I do love Shannon though. Did they cancel Ultimate Girls Trip because of what happened with Caroline Manzo and Brandy? Is that show like scrapped?
That is coming back in 2026 for the 20th year of Housewives. And they're going to do a road trip to every housewife city. So like a lot of housewives who aren't like necessarily on it will be featured in it sounds like. And then they're also going to go to some iconic locations, which I don't really know what that means.
Put Vicki on that.
I am secretly praying that she's going to be on that and not OC.
I think she's back on OC. I think the orange was clear. He gave her a fucking orange, dude.
Alicia, she was carrying that orange around all weekend. And I was like, this is embarrassing. Your whole life shouldn't be this show.
Well, that shows you that she doesn't have much else going on.
Good point.
But yeah, I put her on that show. Make that show. I'd love to see Vicki in an RV. That's hilarious to me, you know? But I don't need to see her in the OC anymore. I'm good on it. Have her move to Kansas with Brianna for a show or something, or Oklahoma, wherever the fuck she lives. Have Vicki go spend a year in Kansas with the tornadoes. That's hilarious.
I love
That's Crappy Lake.
I think they live in Oklahoma, but still.
Send her to Oklahoma. That's Crappy Lake. I like it. That's it. Yeah.
and have different OC housewives of like past or current
come visit
her.
That's hilarious. Yeah. And Ryan could never be more pissed. That's awesome. 10 out of 10 for that show. Don't bring her back.
If Vicki is on OC, this might be the first time I don't watch it live.
It's fair.
I just can't.
No.
Moving on, I know I told you about the Gretchen thing and the LGBTQIA liking posts in that debacle. Gretchen said that she supported the community before it was popular. And I was like, babe, that's giving I have a black friend, I'm not racist.
Also, when? We saw you.
In the early seasons, she like had a drag brunch.
Oh. I'm so glad she's supporting drag queens.
So like 15 years ago, she supported drag queens. So like obviously she's not homophobic.
Okay, yeah, my homophobic uncle probably also has seen drag queens. Like fucking jeez.
Yeah.
Also, I think the harsh part is like trans people are now, I think,
under attack.
I think Gretchen's probably okay with gay men. I think it's lesbians and trans people that Gretchen probably has more of an issue with, which is also Heather's fucking family. So right there. But I think everyone can be like, oh, I love a drag queen, but like, do you actually support the fucking community?
Yeah, a drag queen is different. Financially supporting them at a fun brunch with your girlfriends. Yeah,
and also a drag queen doesn't have to be like gay. Like you're not supporting a
very good point
community. It's so weird. Okay, Gretchen, fuck you, dude.
I don't know if you saw this earlier this week, but Jennifer Lawrence called Tamra toxic, and so Tamra responded at BravoCon and called her a bitch because of it. And I'm like, Tamra, you cannot take any criticism. Also, a random actress like calling you toxic spirals your whole world. This proves our whole point.
Do you just know though? I would be reveling in that. You know, Jennifer Lawrence is like framing that and putting it on her wall. She's like, Tamra called me toxic. That's awesome.
Like attack her like being an actress, and it's like, babe, Jennifer Lawrence is a good actress. Like,
babe,
let it go.
Let's look at our bank accounts real quick. You know what I mean? But then I also saw Jennifer Lawrence called Lisa Barlow the lead. And then Lisa was asked about it, and Lisa's like, I think she's a great actress, but like, I'm not the lead, you know? She was fuming.
That was played better. Like, if you get angry, you look like when you get defensive with a random actress calling you a name, it's
obviously,
get offline.
Lisa Barlow is going to go back to Salt Lake City and burn all her Hunger Games copies. Like, of course, that's what she's going to do. But she, in the moment, was like, I'm not the lead. Tamra is like, what a bitch. Okay.
Tamra's like, I'm going to go burn her.
Let's take a quick census around the world. Who do you think people are going to like more?
Oh,
also, if you are on reality TV, you have to be ready for criticism.
Yes.
Like, Jennifer Lawrence is also being interviewed, and she's like, everyone knows she's a Bravo girl. We just want to know her opinions.
Alicia, I didn't even write this down, but this triggered something in me when I saw it, is Tamra was like, people say everything about me. Like, they say I don't speak to my kids. Stop talking about my kids. And I wanted to like comment online and be like, babe, you brought your kids into the show and into the discussion. We didn't. Dude, you're the one who constantly says your daughter doesn't talk to you. We're taking like what you give us. So don't say that like we're crazy for saying your kids don't talk to you.
Since you literally said that. Yeah. Tamra's a fucking moron. You can clip this and send it to her too.
Okay, moving on to Beverly Hills. Very excited that's about to premiere. In a sneak peek, Dorit says that PK is the master of his own disaster.
Yes, 100%.
Dorit also says that she filed for divorce, and it was very big news. I remember when it happened, and Kyle didn't reach out for 4 days.
Kyle's a bad friend. I don't know why we're surprised. If you ask anyone ever and say Kyle or Kim, and anyone chooses Kyle, they're a bad person.
Yes.
Like, it's just that. I actually, at the wedding I was at this weekend, I made one new friend, and she's the only person I talked to all night. And we bonded for hours over Bravo. Me, her, and her husband, because he's wrapped in it too. And she literally she goes, Kyle or Kim? And I was like, Kim, obviously. And she goes, thank God, or else I wouldn't have talked to you. And I was like, amazing.
I like that.
There's only one answer. Kyle is a bad friend. And then she's probably going to play victim when Dorita's like, Kyle didn't text me for 4 days. Kyle's going to be like, well, I was going through a lot and I had things to do. And Dorit, you didn't text me that one time that I peed myself or whatever her thing is.
Kyle is said to cry the most this season, and then she says that Dorit has the most to answer for at the reunion.
Good.
And then Kyle said that her and Dorit made progress, but then went backwards again. And it's like, well, yeah, if you didn't text her for 4 days after she got divorced, that would also make me be like, you're not my friend.
Oh, well, looks like I still have to somehow root for Dorito, so...
That's the thing. I'm like rooting for Dorit against Kyle, not like for Dorit.
I don't actually care that much about Dorit, but when it comes to if we're versing Kyle,
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And it looks like me and Dorito are in it for the long run at this point, which is funny because I've been yelled at for making fun of her before. So that's awesome.
Yeah, no, we got like a few reviews off of that.
Yeah, and I took zero accountability.
No, it was a common joke.
It wasn't even my joke. I stole it.
No. All right. Well, Dorit also said that, so there's 2 newbies. We've got Rachel Zoe coming back to Bravo. Mm-hmm. And then I forget what the other woman's name is, but she says these are the 2 best casting choices like Bravo's made for Beverly Hills.
Ooh.
Rachel Zoe was the one who actually approached like Andy and Bravo about coming on to Beverly Hills, and Andy like kind of warned her saying like, hey, you know, this is an ensemble cast. This isn't a show focused on you like your other show used to be. Like you get a lot less control over the storylines, the narrative, production. And she was all in for it.
She probably is thinking, watch it become my show, baby.
She's like, it is about to be focused on me. She's coming in as
Jax going, it's my show.
You know what? I'm good for it because she timed it perfectly with her own divorce. I'm like, show it to me.
Oh, I love when women get divorced and then come on reality TV. It's only good stuff. It's only the best. Okay, good. Dorit's talking. Listen, Dorit knows how to put on a show. Okay, she knows how to be produced. So the fact that she's saying these are great castings, I'm inclined to believe Dorit. I am.
Well, it seems like Dorit's going to be a big focal point of this season, but in a better way, I think, this season. Erica says that she loses it on Dorit, and then Dorit said that the feud came out of nowhere.
What's up with Erica, man? I can't decide if I like her or not, you know?
I know.
With Erica. I'm so flip-floppy with Erica, I am.
I think I love her as a housewife at all times, like her being on the show. I'm always happy she's on the show, but yeah, I'm rarely on her side post everything coming out about her husband. I just don't feel like she handles situations well, ever. Actually, her entire tenure. But it's messy and I enjoy watching it, but I'm like, you're not that great of a friend.
When she's alone, she gives really good content.
Yes.
It's the minute she's like defending Kyle that I'm like, ugh.
Really good point.
Well, goodbye, Kyle. You know where I stand.
Sutton, Kyle, and Erica, like, all of them said that like they're the closest with each other right now.
Of course, because Sutton is such a butt licker.
Such a butt licker. She literally, we're going to get angry about this. She said she was kind of excited that Garcelle left because it gave her the opportunity to become better friends with everybody else. And it's like,
Kyle.
Why are you blaming Garcelle for that? It's your choice to be friends with people or not.
Let's blame the first and only Black woman that was on the show for a long time. Let's do that, Sutton. Name them. Name your friends. Name them. Let's see.
Well, she really threw Garcelle under the bus too and said that they did have a conversation after the reunion and Garcelle never asked her to take accountability for not having her back. Babe, you are either a good friend or not. I'm not going to ask you to like be a good friend now.
I feel like if I say you hurt my feelings and I made it quite obvious, I wouldn't also have to be like, can you please apologize?
Can you please apologize for being a shitty friend? I feel like I shouldn't have to say that.
Here's the thing. You shouldn't have to be told to like take accountability for hurting someone. So the fact that
you weren't a good friend,
the fact that you didn't know that you weren't being a good friend tells me that you're not sorry about it anyway.
Yes.
Goodbye, Kyle, and anyone on her side. How about that?
Kyle saw LVP and Ken this weekend, like from afar, and she said she took a minute. She took a minute to decide if she should say anything, but as soon as she decided she wanted to say something, they were leaving. So she said, "Goodbye, Ken."
Ew, I hate her. Dude. She took a minute and was like, should I approach the person who hates me more than anything and her husband? Oh, I'm just going to shout after them.
Yep.
Goodbye.
That was the answer. Last thing for Beverly Hills is Denise Richards said she was in talks with producers to come back, and if it was like an official offer, she would say yes.
You know, I love Denise Richards. I think she is so
on an ensemble cast. Her show was so terrible.
Probably so terrible, but her with like her coat upside down and drooping, like, hey, like I hate to say it, Denise is kind of like unhinged. She's not. She's like unstable, which is the best part of the ensemble cast because like everyone else is stable and she's like not.
Yeah,
but no one else is stable. But she's like extra not stable. You know, it's
gonna be crazy. I want them to make sure they sign her for the next season because she's going through that divorce with Aaron and she got like a restraining order. Like, there's a lot of drama. So like, watching her rightfully be unstable like through this divorce would be epic.
Adderin, what's next?
New Jersey, Dolores got engaged. That's positive.
She got engaged to the Irish Italian that's not Italian named Paulie. Yes. Where did she get engaged? Was it like a kitchen or something?
Alicia, I would be embarrassed if this happened to me this way, but
what was it?
They can be happy about it. They got engaged at the place they met, which was an Apple store.
Oh, even better.
She was in like sweatpants.
Somehow I would have preferred to be engaged at an Applebee's than an Apple store. You know I love Applebee's. Oh yeah, nice.
I agree, but like at least rent out the whole place. Like, I don't know if anybody else was there or not.
There was someone getting their Apple Watch in the corner fixed.
I don't know.
That would have been awesome.
I didn't look into it that much. Maybe not, but
I might just not be sentimental. But you could have just proposed at home. We didn't have to go to the Apple store.
I tell everybody, if I'm going to get engaged, I actually would prefer it at home. I want it to be like cozy and like relax.
What are they? The Geek Squad is just like watching them get engaged? That's Best Buy. I don't know.
But either way.
It's not the Geek Squad, but you know what I mean.
You know what's so sad is I was just there for like 3.5 hours, like 2 weeks
Apple
ago. I don't remember.
Geek Squad is just like... Which I think Geek Squad is not nice, but I always really liked that. It was good marketing. It was the Geek Squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're just watching.
It's the Genius Bar. You're just going to stand at the Genius Bar and...
The guy at the Genius Bar is like, should we go in the back? Or... And they're like, can you take our picture?
An employee had to be there, let's be honest.
Yeah, we're not going to let you in the Apple store with millions of dollars of inventory.
Nope.
Matt on the Genius Bar's gotta be there to protect it. Like, what the fuck? And then, like, you got Brian taking their photo.
Well, I wonder if Matt from the Genius Bar is going to do their ceremony now. Like, he's clearly a big part of your story.
Probably. Wear your outfit. Like, that is so weird.
So weird.
Again, I'm not sentimental, but there's no need. Unless we meet in Italy, we don't have to go back to the place we met.
Here's the thing. If it's a cute place, yeah, you can do it in Italy.
If we met at Applebee's, we got to get engaged at Applebee's. But the Apple store, it's a little different.
No thanks.
It's a little different.
The reunion of Teresa and Joe, they met up at their parents' mausoleum, so then they wouldn't be photographed, which actually I kind of find that.
I like that funny. I find that so... This is what I mean by, like, you really cannot write this. I know people are like, reality TV is fake, and to an extent it is very produced, but sometimes you just can't fake it. It's so good. They go to their dead parents to meet up after years of hating each other, all to avoid paparazzi. That's extra funny in New Jersey. Like, it's all hilarious. Anyway,
I think their reunion is not, like, I think it's forced. They both want to be back on New Jersey, but I
think it's for the cash.
Let's see how it rolls out.
It's for the cash of I'm sure they're like, look, we both don't want to fight. Yeah. We don't have to be best friends, but let's do the season.
Find an agreement.
I bet they don't even see each other's children. They're just going to hang out, keep it cordial. Because if they actually were trying to make up, they would be like, we're going to try and bring the family back together. They'll never, the four of them, who is it, Louis and Melissa, plus the Gorga siblings.
No. Louis, Teresa. Oh, yeah.
Melissa
Louis
and Joe.
And Melissa are the in-laws.
The four of them will never hang out, I think, even with a camera in their face, let alone without. There's always going to be a buffer.
If they would be more honest, like if they spend Christmas together, I'm like, this is so fake.
That's so crazy. There's no way they're spending Christmas together. Maybe they'll go like out for a beer with a camera in their face, but those four are never chatting unless they're on camera and being paid.
New Jersey is not filming. Andy said he will not be they will not be pressured into like filming until they have the right cast, and they are not ready.
Who's not coming back?
They haven't announced anything. They've done like test shoots, I think, with some new people to see like what the dynamic was. And I think they're honestly waiting for Teresa and Melissa to be able to at least film together.
That's the other thing. Is like, okay, so Teresa made up with Joe. Great. But Joe's not the housewife here. And I get that that's your brother. But you also have to now make an effort with Melissa.
Teresa and Melissa took a picture together this weekend. So like they can be next to each other.
Oh my God.
Well, that's a lot better than the last few years. The last BravoCon, they had to do separate panels because they would not sit on the same one.
Never underestimate the power of a check.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I wholeheartedly believe Teresa is in financial trouble and she desperately needs this show.
She is. Louis not paying anything and she didn't get a prenup. She's responsible for his debt. Did we all just forget that Louis in tens of thousands of dollars in debt?
No. I think we forget because it's not talked about, and there hasn't been a New Jersey season.
Because Teresa won't talk about it.
Those tax judgments came out. There hasn't been a season filmed. He owes like $4 million, and she owns like $500,000.
Yeah, and there's no prenup. Can you believe? Who would have thought to? Oh my God, who foresaw this coming? It's crazy. It's like the time at Brittany's bachelorette, people said, "Don't do it, Brittany." Who could have seen it when Andy literally said, "Hey, you should get a prenup," and Gio's like, "There's no way my mom's getting a prenup." If my mom didn't get a prenup,
as a wannabe lawyer to say that too.
Which, yeah, not a lawyer in the end, but like the way, oh my God, the way she needs that check so bad, because I truly think I think they would have casted Melissa over Teresa because Melissa can get along with people better. She's just better filming.
I agree.
For like production.
And
so
I think they Teresa's really enjoy Joe Gorga too. Like part of that
Joe
show,
and Frankie are like,
but a big part of that show is the house husband. So like he's really good at carrying that. They literally have their own outings that are filmed.
Yeah, and Joe's really good at also including all the house husbands, even when there's beef. He will always be the one to walk up to someone. Him and Frankie literally could have their own sitcom, and I would watch every second of it. So, okay, so like no Jen Aiden, no Marge. Like
Jen put out a statement that she has not even been talked to, and people were like, put Jen out of her misery. Just tell her she's not coming back.
Is that because she yelled at the Jimmy John's employee that one time and she's a fucking loser? Yeah, probably.
I think she really lost the audience last season anyways, but there was a lot more.
I hate her. Oh my God, the woman I met at the wedding goes, guess my least favorite person ever on Bravo.
Was it
I go, no, it's Jen Aiden's daughter. She hates Jen Aiden's daughter.
Like the older one or the younger one?
She said, and this is an exact quote from her. This was not my words, so please don't clip this. She said it was she hates the chunky one, and I was like,
they're all the girls are all.
I go, the one that got bullied for being chunky, and she goes,
that's the older one. That's the older one.
I was like, what is wrong with you? I hope she listens. She did end up asking. This came up. The podcast came up. So I hope she does listen to this because I was shook out my mind. Because I hate everything about the Aiden family, but she's not my first hit, which is hilarious.
Not
but like,
the daughter.
The daughter took a stray, dude. From my friend at this wedding. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, moving on to Potomac. Karen and Andy are going to have a one-on-one sit down in the later half of the Potomac season.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
I told you she was coming back.
I know she's coming back. I'm okay with Karen doing a one-on-one. I know she's probably going to come back. I don't want her in the ensemble. She will be. I just have to get used to it. But the Grand Dame, I love Potomac. It's so good. I have one friend who is as deep in Potomac as I am because you are catching up and like no one else watches Potomac, I feel like, which is wrong.
Absolutely.
But every week she sends me a voice note of everything she loves about Potomac. And I was like, me too. And I sent one back because it's only getting better. It's like, we had to ramp a little bit, but I love Potomac. Anyways, sorry, go on.
I'll hustle through it in the winter here, especially over the holidays. I'll put in some work.
You'll love Potomac. Anyway, go on. What else happened?
Wendy said that everything is just allegations and she can't really share more, which makes sense. But honestly, her statement was really strong. I was like, girlie, I'm gonna let you go through this court case.
Of course it was. She has 4 degrees. She's Dr. Wendy. Yeah, so.
I'm still 50-50 on if she's guilty, but I'm just gonna not say much.
I'm rooting for her the way my friend and I in our voice notes are like, I hope Wendy is free. I hope Wendy is proven free. She doesn't have to be proven innocent, but she must be proven free because
that's the thing.
I love Wendy.
It's different between being like actually guilty of things, but being proven like guilty is a whole different thing.
No, Wendy is, ever since Candy left, Wendy is top notch for me. I love Wendy.
She also mentioned like who supported her, and she said Stacey, Monique. Is there a girl named Tia? I don't know who that is. Okay.
Tia's new this season. Okay.
Production and people at Bravo reached out and really supported her. Ooh. Like,
wait, can you name the girls really quick again? Hang on.
Yes.
Name them again.
Stacey, Monique, Tia, and Giselle.
Wait, really, Monique? Damn.
She said Stacey and Monique were the most helpful or texted the most.
So Stacey, Monique, Giselle, and who was the last one? Tia. Oh, there are a few names missing. Huh?
Who do you think specifically?
Ashley.
So Ashley commented on it.
Ashley.
I don't remember what she said. I don't have it written down, but it did get, I think, addressed at BravoCon.
I'll look that up. Yeah, Ashley's missing from that. I would assumed Ashley. I would have. Angel's not going to reach out. She's new. I'm glad Tia. I enjoyed Tia. Kay didn't reach. Ooh, anyone say anything about Kay?
No, I don't know who that is. So
Kay didn't reach out. That checks out though. She's a nightmare on this season, dude. She's too hot. She's coming in too hot, you know? Awesome. Good for Wendy. I'm rooting for Wendy on this one. Usually I still do like when bad things happen to rich people, but I want this rich person to come out on top because I need her on my screen still. I love Wendy.
That is all for Potomac. So we're going to rapid fire to close this out with some show and cast announcements. We got the Valley Persian style trailer.
This is like the Family Karma, Sunset. Right? Or Shaws of Sunset.
No, Shaws of Sunset crew with a bunch of newbies. They are in the Valley as well. So it's the exact same style, like format, everything. Great. Just mimics the Valley.
As long as we have people of color coming in.
I love them. I'm so excited about this.
Great.
We've got Love Hotel going for a second season with Heather Gay, Portia, and Sonia. I won't watch.
Didn't even watch the first one.
Go off, everybody. I told you about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip with the road trip, celebrating the 20 years. With Roni, they finalized that cast, and they will be filming in the next few weeks. And the rumors were false. There are no OGs coming onto that. So, like, Carol, Rad,
there shouldn't be. They're not going to hang out with the 20-something, 30-something-year-olds.
I agree. There was a natural connection between one OG and one, like, new person, but it's fine. I know you don't watch it, but so this person won't mean anything to you, but Uba was a new person. She decided not to return.
I do know Uba. Yep.
So she's out. Andy also did comment that things are in the works with the OG Ronies, but a lot of them live in Florida, so it wouldn't be like a reunion tour.
But I
kind of
live in Florida.
I know. I think they're just like retired old people, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to be part of the Ultimate Girls Trip, like pit stop. Like there's going to be a stop in Miami. Maybe those girlies will show up.
I would love. I mean, is that a water buffalo? Is still like the funniest thing that's ever been said by Luann. I love Countess Luann. I think she's so stupid. I love her so much.
He said he will continue to do business with them, just not Roni.
Yes, and I think that's for the best. I'm okay with that. And it's
it goes
what
back
should
to
happen.
Thing.
It's what should happen in the OC at this point.
Yeah.
I think that they should start capping Housewives at like 10 seasons.
Give me term limits on Housewives and Politicians, please.
I think there's a 10 season.
Max.
A 10 season max, yeah.
I think you should allow us to rank these people, and whoever's the worst performer gets kicked out.
We vote off the island? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Or we do a game show where the losers all fight for their spot, and we like can bring two of them into the new cast.
Kind of like a Disney Channel Games?
Yeah. So there's 2 open spots in the cast, and then whoever wants to come back has to compete And if you win, if you're top 2, you can come back to the cast.
I like
the rest
this.
You're out for good, or the next time we have a purge.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Last up, we've got finally the Real Housewives of Rhode Island trailer dropped with a whole new franchise. Trailer? Yeah, Alicia.
Ooh, anyone we know?
Ashley I and Jared from The Bachelor.
Oh, disgusting.
Are on it. And they're like new people to Rhode Island. So it kind of is like them being folded into an existing group. And Dolores from New Jersey is a friend of, because she's like besties with one of the girls who's a housewife on that. And they look like twins. I literally was like, this girl looks like Dolores. And then Dolores shows up. And I was like, you're not Dolores.
Oh my God, Liz?
Yes.
Liz looks like Dolores. I'm looking through the cast, and for a second I was like, is that Dolores?
Yes.
Damn. Okay, were these ladies here? Did they do any good?
Alicia, it looks good. It's giving. I think a lot of housewives have become, no offense, because like a lot of us are middle class people, but like it's giving middle class in housewives world. These people have mansions and boats.
Yeah, Rhode Island's rich.
It's giving the glamour back to the housewives. I'm so excited.
The first thing when I look up Real Housewives of Rhode Island is a WJAR article that says, which is a news station. It says, Real Housewives of Rhode Island cast member's husband faces lawsuit.
Love that. That was not in the trailer. But it's a small community,
the official trailer has been released. The announcements came with the names of 7 starring housewives. Rula Pontarelli was confirmed a main housewife. An October story from NBC 10, we learned that Rula pressed charges against her husband, Brian, after she claimed he put a tracking device on her vehicle without consent. He pled not guilty to misdemeanor domestic violence. There's a no contact order that was part of the charge that was recently dropped. Brian is a podiatrist in North Providence with a medical spa attached to his practice. The lawsuit was filed against him. A licensed practitioner sued him, his business, and an employee there. Whoa. In late October, there was another one. So his wife, but then in late October, there's a lawsuit again. So a licensed practitioner sued him.
Well, that'll be addressed, I'm sure, at the first reunion, because they filmed this like over the summer, and there isn't a release date of like Housewives of Rhode Island. It just said coming in 2026. But you should watch the trailer. Everybody should watch the trailer. It was good.
So this charge, he breached a joint partnership agreement, and she claims he owes her $100,000. Though the show hasn't begun, teases that Brian Pontarelli may not be in for an easy time of it. Her husband's a foot doctor, but I think he's doing more than rubbing foots, was apparently in the trailer.
That was in the trailer. Yep.
Okay, it's that guy. He's, wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Who would have thought? I'm going to watch this right away, because I don't know if you know this. I've been to Rhode Island so many times. I have family that have lived there. I'm very familiar with Rhode Island and
Really?
I've been around the state many a times because it's so small, but my family lived in Providence.
Okay.
So I've been there. We would go to Newport all the time. We would go to Warwick sometimes because my dad used to watch Live PD and they would do a Warwick episode. So he's like, I got to see all the sides of Warwick. I've been around that town a ton of times. So that whole state, it's mine. I hope they go to like Point Judith and stuff, but it is filthy rich. My family wasn't filthy rich, but it is filthy rich.
No, that's what it looks on the trailer immediately. Like they do like the drone shots in and out of like their house and all their property. Like one woman, there's like, she's like laying on a blow up in a pool and they like zooms out and it's like her backyard. I'm like, this is insane.
No, it's disgusting. I've seen the land that Taylor Swift's mansion is on.
Yes.
She owns, and then the town, if she comes to town, sometimes she will like shut the town down so she can just have the town, which the town owners, we asked about it and they're like, yeah, but like her mansion, but it's next to 1,000 other mansions. Like it's disgusting out there for the smallest state. I cannot imagine the taxes.
That's kind of how the trailer starts. They're like, for the smallest state, like we have a lot of wealth, and it's like
they have some top money,
and they all know each other. They were like in the trailer, they talk about dating each other's exes. Like this is a messy group.
It's a small state. This whole state is like the city of Chicago. Like it is tiny, tiny. But wow, I know that state like the back of my hand. I hate to admit it. I love Rhode Island.
We'll be watching
Rhode Island. I'm watching it.
But yeah, great. That's basically all I have. Not much else.
No, that's okay. This was great. Thank you so much. I'm so informed now. I got to be really mean to a lot of people.
I loved it.
I feel really good.
It made me excited about the Bravo sphere again. Like, I just love it so much.
Yeah. I do think for future, either make the tickets cheaper, or I would say live stream more of it and then keep it on Peacock, because it wasn't the most friendly when I was trying to find stuff on Peacock to watch.
I think it tends to be like a day or two delayed. So there's a lot more up now. And I think the Watch What Happens Lives are my favorite. Again, we recorded this before those even aired, so we'll be watching those, but not much to discuss.
Yeah, I just think do better at getting me the access sooner from my couch,
Agreed.
Do better. I'm the one
all the content creators. The content creators are the reason I know all of this. They were amazing.
Special shout out to Jordy for asking the shadiest question I saw.
That
was insane.
The creator that I got the most from the roundups, the profile is Buy Wig Hello Drama. Loved it. So go follow them.
That's good. But yes, very excited, very happy. I love the content. Thank you all who went and paid and went and let us know the drama ahead of time. We appreciate it. Also, I would just like to mention that I forgot to do this at the beginning of the episode, but we have an Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, a Patreon. All the links are in our description. Please be sure to check that out. It really helps the podcast, and hopefully you enjoy learning about all the Bravo news that we learned from other people. So that's great. With that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.